The programs that we've written so far execute the same sequence of instructions each time that they run. In this lecture, we're going to use Boolean expressions to control which instructions get executed. Let's consider this problem. A flight was scheduled to arrive at a particular time, and it is now estimated to arrive at another time. Write a function that, given the two times, returns the flight status, either on time, early, or delayed. For this function, a time will be represented using a float. For example, the time 3 a.m. will be represented by 3.0, and the time 2:30 p.m., 14:30, will be represented by 14.5. Therefore, each of the times we're working with is going to be between 0.0 and 24. 0.0 inclusive and 24 exclusive. This is called a precondition. When writing our function, we expect that the times provided will be within this range. Let's begin to define the function. We'll start with some example function calls. I'm going to name this function report status, and it will have two arguments. Take two arguments. The first will be the scheduled time of arrival, and the second will be the new estimated time of arrival. When those two values are the same, it will return the message on time. When the scheduled time is 12.5 and the new estimated time of arrival is 11.5 or earlier, this function will return early. And finally, the last possible situation is that when the time is 9.0, the scheduled time, and the new estimated time comes later, this function should return a message saying that the flight is delayed. Time for the header. We know that we've named the function report status, and now we need to decide on two good names for the parameters. The first parameter I can call scheduled time. The second I will call estimated time. For the scheduled time, we expect a value of type float, and the same is true for the estimated time. Then this function will return a string. The last part of the docstring that needs to be added is the function's description. This function will return a flight status, and that will be one of three strings: on time, early, or delayed. It's returning that status for a flight that was scheduled to arrive at scheduled time, the first parameter, but is now estimated to arrive at estimated time, which is the second parameter. One additional piece of information that needs to be added to this docstring is that the precondition that the scheduled time be between 0.0 and 24. The same is true of the estimated time. It also needs to fall within that range.